How's it going, everyone? Standing outside the Tint shop on West Henrietta Road in Henrietta, New York. And the reason why I'm here is I have to get my tint taken off so I can get an inspection, so then I can get my tint placed back on, because people down in Albany, New York think that it's a good idea that we can't have our privacy as citizens. And from my understanding, having tint has more benefits than just the obvious of heat rejection and privacy. I mean, I'm a contractor, so at any moment in time I have between $500 and $1,000 worth of tools and other equipment in my vehicle. And it doesn't matter where you live, it matters about how you can protect the things that you have. And besides privacy and obviously the heat rejection that is well known for people with luxury vehicles that have leather dashes, seats that get cracked from the sun, the tint protects all that. So you're telling me that the law was put in place for the safety of law enforcement? At what point does the general population get pulled over? Some people I know who are 30, 40, 50 years old never been pulled over a day in their life. So you're telling me people like that won't have the opportunity to protect their investment because of New York State and the governor, Andrew Cuomo? I don't think that's a good deal, man. And here's a good business that have already done a great work on my vehicle and many other people's vehicles, and they're suffering now. And also, if you read the news, there's multiple tint companies who are already moving their businesses out of state. So now the economy is getting worse from this part of the business because of a law that was passed in Albany that has nothing to do with upstate New York. So that's all I wanted to say. And to Andrew Cuomo, fuck you. Come and take them. I'm always gonna have my tint on. You can pull me over a million times. I'm still gonna get it either way. And that's because that's my right to do that. And a right is something that doesn't change. It's non-malleable. You can't move it. It's irreplaceable. You don't get a chance to dictate to a free man what he can and can't do in his own life. What is tint doing? Sorry about the truck. What is tint doing? Is that causing a safety factor for the environment? And do you think people are in trucks or cars, people are driving around, oh, I got a gun for the officer? You know what proper etiquette is when you get pulled over by a police officer? You roll your windows down, you put both hands on the steering wheel, you turn your dome lights on, you shut your vehicle off, you put your hazards on. You know what's crazy about that? Ever since I read to do that, because I used to be one of those people that, what am I getting pulled over for? Crack the window, keep the stereo on, smoke my cigar, whatever. I actually got a ticket. I got multiple tickets thrown out because of that. It was actually 2 years ago now. It was June 4th, the day before my birthday. And my dad's girlfriend gave me some money to go buy entertainment, a PS3 at the time. So I was speeding to go to GameStop, and I got pulled over. I admit it, I was speeding. So the officer pulled me over and said, "You're a cool dude. I wish I couldn't do this, but my sergeant, he's the one hitting you with the speed. So I got to give you a ticket for the tint. I got to give you a ticket for the speed, and something else as well." Long story short, we went back to court a few times, and they never showed up. The final time I went there, almost a year after the original ticket, the judge asked the officer asked the judge, could he speak candidly, which means can he speak freely? And he said yes. And he said, listen, I've been on the force for 20 years, and not once have I ever had someone be that respectful to me. And he said, if I may ask the court to please dismiss the tickets. And the judge agreed, and I was on my way. I shook his hand. That's the first time I looked the officer in the face and actually, had respect for what he was doing. If you have the ability to dismiss a ticket for illegal tint that is causing a huge issue for law enforcement, what's the deal then? You let me go once. How many other people do you let go all the time? Why is the law in place? Gotta think, man. All right, I'm out.